Okay, it's official. Starting tomorrow, there is a 25% tariff on products, and I'll use aluminium as an example, that are going into the USA. So what that effectively means is if a company was to buy aluminium from Australia and it was $100, for example, per meter, that company would have to pay $125, so a 25% increase. And what that does, it effectively, for America, makes it so, well, should I buy the bit of aluminium from Australia that's $125, or should I buy the bit of aluminium from the States that could be $111? So it's a little bit cheaper, so there is more incentive to buy inside. Now, the issue is with these tariffs, this is where a trade war can start. Albo has just come out to said they're not putting a reciprocal tariff. So that means Australia is not going to also put a tariff on people buying stuff from the US. That's another story. But what it's done to the markets in recent weeks, and I think Trump has done a good job at wrecking a couple of economies here and there, is there's been a sell-off on markets. People sell off shares when the lay of the land isn't as favorable as what they thought. They take profits, there's uncertainty. But over the last, even if it's over the last month, over the last week, over the last 3 months, whatever that amount of time is, if equities have come off 8%, that's a lot. But what we need to do, we need to zoom out and understand with our investing that I do not invest if I need the money over the next 5 years. So having said that, if I invested last month and there was an 8% drop, that sucks. You'd feel it, you'd see it. However, because I don't need this money for 5 years, if I invested and it did fall, it's okay because I don't need to take the money out. Now have a look at this. Over the last 5 years, the ASX 200 has increased about 40%. Over the last 5 years, the S&P 500 over 140%. So you just don't hear on the news, and I don't do a reel when we've had 10 straight days of increases, incrementally on markets. That happened last, I think, 2 months ago. It was like 10 straight days of increases. We weren't jumping on and talking about that. But today, when we have all this big newsy event, there's a big sell-off, people react and freak out. I don't want you to freak out. I want you to understand that I only invest if I do not need the money for at least the next 5 years, and some short-term volatility will not ruin my financial life. Hope this has helped. Let me know what you think.